Live this week from Richmond, Virginia, it's week 19 of Chao Racing 2015 as the Superstars continue to hunt for a 2016 playoff berth. And now, here is your host, ready to look forward to the playoff in just a couple of months, Brandon Shannings! Hello everybody, how's everyone doing in Richmond today? And hello to your fans at home, welcome to week 19 of Chao Racing 2015. We have a lot of exciting action for you. These Chao will continue to hunt for a 2016 playoff berth. But first, let's see exactly how those Chao are standing in the Chao Racing playoff rankings. And it's on the poll to get things started. Alright, so as of right now, the superstar that's in the league with a 15-3 record is D Wingman, followed up closely by Garrett Deacon with 11-7. Antonio Bennett and Rover Craigson are tied with 10-8, along with Aaron Miller and Raymond Hill. And Remy Moore and Sean Taylor and Aaron Miller are tied with 99. The other superstars that are still in hunt are Dave Miller, Luke Green, and Gary Coles, all with an 8-10 record. Okay, Brandon. So, let us proceed to race number 1. That's right, and it will feature Antonio Bennett, who really needs to fulfill his payback season, and I mean now. Today, he'll be taking on one half of our defending champion Days brothers, that is Kenny Days, of course, along with the prototype James Wilson and Lance Henderson. And as always, these races will be held on the polo course. Remember, anything can happen in the Chao Racing playoffs as we look forward to the Chao Racing playoffs in just a couple of months from now. So, it's best of luck to these players on a hunt for the playoffs. The players are lined up and ready to go. So without further ado, please start the race! Alright, and there goes Antonio Bennett busting down the line. He's leaving the competition in the dust. Can anyone pass Antonio Bennett for the win? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like Antonio Bennett is dancing, but he'll be off in just a matter of moments from now. As the superstars head on to the bridges, there goes Antonio Bennett busting down the line. Looks like no one's going to catch up to Antonio Bennett in a hurry. As the first superstar to get speed buzz on week 19's action is number 7. Trying to hold on number 1 in a hurry. And number 8 is going to rest, so he will join number 1 for survival. He will join number 1 in a fight for last place. As who will get speed buzz number 2? It's Kenny Days, one half of our defending tag team champion the Days brothers. Now catching up to Lance Henderson. Right now, James Wilson, the prototype, is trying to catch up to Antonio Bennett in a hurry. We'll soon know if Antonio Bennett can hold off James Wilson for the lead. As Kenny Days gets back-to-back speed buzz, first superstar get back-to-back speed buzz this week. Currently sits in 4th place over the pack. Right now, numbers 1, 7, and 8 are all trying to catch up. And it looks like number 8 will gain the upper hand because he got a speed buzz. So now he's trying to catch up in the pack. Back up in front, Antonio Bennett continuing to try and defend the lead over James Wilson. As the next person we may by, number 7. Trying to catch him in a hurry. Now coexists in 6th place. Poor numbers 1 and 8 are getting left behind. Both of these Chao really need to get a speed buzz. And I mean right this instant. But back to number 7. He holds off numbers 1 and 8 in a hurry. And now he's trying to catch up to Kenny Days for 5th place. Right now, James Wilson might not have enough distance to catch up to Antonio Bennett in time. As the next BS we may by, Lance Henderson coexists in 3rd place. And back in the back, as by the way, looks like numbers 1, 7, and 8 are getting left behind. As Antonio Bennett secures another win for his Pittsburgh fans. And number 7 will get the next command speed buzz, trying to hold on number 7 in a hurry. And he moves up to the lead over the 4 Silver Chao. And number 8 is going to rest, so he will join number 1 for DY for the 2nd time in this race. As number 7 is expected to close this one out with back-to-back speed buzz as he says farewell to the other Silver Chao. So Antonio Bennett got the first win of week 19. That's right, and we'll be right back with more. Don't go away, the fun is just getting started. So, race number 1 was an exciting race. Who do we have next, Paul? Race number 2 will feature the license to drive Alan Heaton, Ramon Monchante, the AC Gamma Tyler Phones, and Joel Rafferty. Good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory. Everyone is on clock, and let's rock this place! Okay, here comes the Chao busting down the line. Who will be the next superstar to get the win this week in Richmond? We'll find out soon enough. And there goes Ramon Monchante with all his pride, trying to lead the competition in us. He will have scored the rest. So that means Ramon Monchante will gain a lot of ground, as Joe Rafferty wins the winning toss this time around, as he is heading for the water. Numbers 7 and 8 are also heading for the water, as the next people we made by the license to drive Alan Heaton, but that didn't have a lot of it at all. Right now it is Tyler Folks who has the lead, as the next people we made by, in just a amount of moments, next person we made by number 7, who really needs some catching up every now and then. I think he's going to move up to 6th place. Oh, he's going to move up to 5th place because someone is pausing. So now he is in 5th place on the pack. And who will get the next speed bus? It's back to the license to drive Alvin Heaton. Now he moves up to 5th place, and down goes number 8. Meanwhile, back up in front, Ramon Monchante has passed Tyler Folks and Joel Rafferty for the lead. Who will get the next command speed bus? It's number 2. Now he jumps up to 5th place, and Tyler Folks is going west. So he's better to drop down a couple of places. So now he'll be fighting for 0 life. As the next speed bus we made by our leader, Ramon Monchante, and look at that. He easily holds off Joel Rafferty for the lead. I think he's going to celebrate an easy victory. As the next bus we made by the license to drive Alvin Heaton. That's the first speed bus he's going to take, but I think he's going to wind up in 2nd place. Ramon Monchante should have an easy victory over Alvin Heaton. As Alvin Heaton takes back-to-back speed bus, it looks like Ramon Monchante is going to hold off him to win this one. 1-0. Alvin Heaton nearly done it, but Ramon Monchante held on. That's right, what a great race. Coming up, we have Eric Crosby, but first have a look at this. Wow, that was an exciting race down to the wire. Ramon Monchante held on to Alvin Heaton. That's right, and for our next race, we have Eric Crosby, Alan Holmes, the intelligent scientist Peter Starkhouse, and the wonderful Ben Henderson. Who's gonna win this one? We'll find out soon enough. Good luck to the 4 of you, and let's have a Chao race. Alright, here they come, busting down the line. These 4 Chao are closing in on each other. Who will gain some ground? We'll find out soon enough. Right now they're at the first obstacle of the course, and that's the palm trees. Who's gonna have command? It looks like Alan Holmes has command, following a close second by Peter Starkhouse. As the first superstar gets beat is Ben Henderson, and he got all red on that one, I think. And right now number 8 is getting left behind in the crowd. Looks like he's gonna take the water. He really needs to get back in this one. And who will get speed bus number 2? It is Peter Starkhouse. That's who. Right now he should be in 4th place of the pack. And guess what, fans? Ben Henderson has indeed took a shortcut. He's leading over the 4 Chao in the current moment. I think he's going to get an easy win tonight here in Richmond, Virginia. As the next as we head back into Peter Starkhouse, now sitting in 3rd place over Alan Holmes. Right now, Alan Holmes and Peter Starkhouse are both neck to neck at the current moment. Which one of them will get the next speed bus? It is Alan Holmes, so he will lead Peter Starkhouse in the dust in 4th place. Right now, he's catching up to Eric Crosby in 2nd place. Right now, poor number 7 is getting left behind. He needs to get a couple of speed buses to get back in this one. But who really got the next speed bus is Peter Starkhouse. And it looks like Eric Crosby and Alan Holmes are both going to rest. That means Peter Starkhouse will have command of moving up to 2nd place. As the next speed bus will be made by Alan Holmes. His strategy worked, and now he's back in 2nd place. Meanwhile, back on back, the four silver Chao are fighting effortlessly to stay alive for dear life. As Peter's doghouse gets another turn, currently trying to hold up our horns for second place. We'll find out who has second place in just a matter of moments. Over the four Chao. And as Eric Crosby takes the next speed bus, you can tell you one win for Ben Henderson. That was an easy victory for Ben Henderson. Good job, Ben. And number one is currently leading over the four silver Chao. As we have time for one more speed bus of the race, and this will decide who will lead over the four silver Chao. And it will be made by number 7. So he was expected to lead over the four silver Chao. And Eric and Ben Henderson got the win tonight. That's right. Great job by Ben Henderson. And we'll be right back with Benny Moore and Larry Monroe after the break. Well, we've seen plenty of matches so far this week here in Richmond, Virginia. So who do we have next, Paul? Race number 4 will feature the Cowboy, Benny Moore, the 2015 Senior Class Rookie, Larry Monroe, Daniel Heaton, son of the license to drive, Alan Heaton, and Alex Cartman. Good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock. And let's have a Chao race. Alright, here we go. And Benny Moore's going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. And Amazon's going to join him for dear life. Right now, let's watch Larry, Daniel, and Alex. These 3 Chao have the opening edge, but who will really have control? It looks like Alex Cartman will have command in the lead, with Daniel here right on his tail in second place over the 4 Chao. And Benny Moore wins the opening toss, and that was just in time. He got the speed bus in time, and now he's back in this one. And number 8 is going to rest, so he will be all alone in last place, ladies and gentlemen. As who will get speed bus number 2? It's Daniel Heaton, the son of the license to drive Alan Heaton. And he's expected to take the lead over the 4 Chao. Alex Cartman currently sits in second place as the 2 Chao are heading to the top of the hill. And who will get the next command speed bus? It's Benny Moore. That's his second speed bus of the race. Now sitting in third place at the current moment over the 4 Chao. Right now, number 8 needed some serious help. He's needed to get a couple speed buses to get back in this one, and this is the first of them. Now he's in 6th place over number 1 and number 2. Right now it is number 7 who currently leads over the 4 silver Chao, trying to lead the other competition in the dust. As he will get the next speed bus, he easily holds off the competition in the dust. Right now, back in front, Benny Moore trying to catch him to Larry Monroe, and down he goes. Right now, it is Daniel Heaton who has the lead, following in a close second by Alex Cartman. As number 8 gets another turn, and now he's catching up with number 7 in a battle for the 4 lead over 4 silver Chao. Poor number 2 really needs a speed bus, but who really got it is number 1, that's Sue. He leads number 2 in the dust. And back up in front, by the way it looks like it, Daniel Heaton trying to hold off Benny Moore for the lead. I think he's going to hold on to the lead. We'll find out soon enough. First, let's head over to number 2. And he moves up a couple more places because some Chao are going to rest. And now he's catching up to number 8 as Daniel Heaton has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Heaton holds up Benny Moore and the best of the Chao to win this one. Great win by Daniel Heaton, as number 2 can forget about being tailgating here as he closes this one out with back-to-back speed bus planning. That's right, Daniel Heaton winning, and we'll be back with Jason Neal, our 2-time defending champion, after the break. Alright, who do we have next, Paul? For race number 5, we'll have our 2-time defending champion, Jason Hill, along with Biz Sanchester of Devil Mayhem, Sam Gillis, and Robert Simon. Let's see what happens here. It's best of luck to these 4 Chao on the quest for victory. And here's how the lineup forms as we get ready for the next race. Please start the race. Here we go. And Jason Hill looks like he has the lead to start the race. And almost 1 and 8 are going last. So these 2 Chao will have a lot of catching up to do after and now. Right now the 4 Chao are heading into the palm trees. That's the first obstacle we always start with each and every race on the Emerald course. And there goes Jason here with Sam Ginnis busting down the line. Vince Chester and Rover Craigson are right on their tail. And it looks like Jason, Sam, and Vince are heading for the water. As the first superstar gets beat is Robert Simon. That's who. He's taking the bridges right now. And number 7 is going back. So number 2 will be catching up to him. As number 8 will get the next speed bus. But that was a pity right there. He didn't get all of it on that one. That was a pity. Right now, number 2 is getting in last place. And number 8 gets back-to-back speed bus, and that was much better than last time. Much better. So now he is in 4th place. Right now it's Jason Hill who has the lead, following across second by Vince Chester, as Sam Ginnis will get the next command speed bus, and Jason Hill is going to rest. That means Sam Ginnis will have command of the lead, and poor numbers 2 and 7 are both getting left behind. Number 7 twice, that's the next speed bus will be made by number 2. So he will lead poor number 7 in dead meat. Number 7 is getting all alone in last place. He is singing the last place blues. He needs a couple of speed bumps to get back in this one, folks. But oh, too bad. So sad. We're heading back to number 2. He continues to lead number 7 in the dust. And back up in front, Jason Hill is passing inside Jessup because he is going west, and he will have recommand on the lead because Sam Jones is going west. So will Jason Hill hold on to the lead this time? We'll find out soon enough. As number 8 with another pity speed bus. That was another pity right there. And number 7 is getting alone last place still. As Robert Simon will get another turn, but I think he went a little too far that time. Number 7 is getting left behind, and number 2 is going west. And number 1 speed bus was too late. Jason Hill got there in time. Number 1 would have had the next speed bus if it was too late, as Robert Simon closes this one out with the last speed bus. So Jason Hill gets another victory. That's right, and we are back with the Jersey Devil John Stevenson and the Governor Starmaster Garrett Dayton after the break. Do not go away. Okay, we'll be halfway there after Paul Sakama reads this very important information. That's right, race number 6 will feature the Jersey Devil John Stevenson, the Governor Starmaster Garrett Dayton, Ricardo came in from Mexico, and Nick Gimmick. So let's see what happens here. Good luck to these 4 players on their hunt for the 2016 playoffs. And let's rock this place! Alright. Who will gain the victory to end the first half? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like number 8 is going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Let's watch the other 4 right now. These 4 Chao are going to shake the fruit to let the trees come down. And it looks like Garrett Dayton is dancing. And there goes John Stevenson busting down the line. Right now it looks like Nick Gimmick is behind him. And he is going to rest as John Stevenson is flying down the water. And the first superstar gets beat is number 8, who's trying to lead number 2 in the dust. Poor number 2 is getting left behind. And he's going to take the water as speed bus number 2 will be made by, in just a matter of moments, speed bus number 2 will be made by Nick Gimmick. And now he is fighting to stay alive. Right now it is John Stevenson and Ricardo Cayman who's battling for second place. As we have back at 2, Nick Gimmick. He now moves on to 4th place. And Garrett Dayton has took a shortcut. As we pass the 1 minute mark, Garrett Dayton has the lead over the forcible jump because he took a shortcut. As the next speed bus will be made by number 2. He holds off numbers 1 and 8 in a hurry. Both number 1 and number 8 look to stay alive in the game. But who really got the next command of the speed bus? It's gonna be Ricardo came in from Mexico. It was a pity right there, but he should still have second place over John Stevenson. Right now it is Garrett Dayton who has a commanding lead over John and Ricardo. As the next speed bus will be made by number 1, who really needs a catching up to do for every now and then. And right now he is going to battle with number 7 and 8 for 5th place. Number 2 is getting last place, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he'll get any speed bus from now and then, but he will, because he got the next speed bus. And Garrett Dayton got the win. He bounced back from last week's loss to win this week's race. What a deal by the Gangnam Style Master. As number 8 takes the next speed bus, everyone is doing the Gangnam Style. Garrett Dayton is still at hunt for the 2016 playoffs. He's still in good condition to make the 2016 playoffs this year. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus on the race. And it will be made by number 2. I think it's going to move up 2 places to 6th place. Yep, 6th place. So Garrett Dayton leads us to halftime with the famous Gangnam Style dance. That's right, and we'll find out if he'll still have a chance to become the number 1 seed in a moment. Right now, we're going to take a commercial break, so this is for you. Hey fans, sorry for the wait, but now we are ready to kick off the second half of Week 19. And here's Paul to tell us all about race number 7. Race number 7 will feature Willingson, the Island's fabulous warrior Steve Wingman, OJ Upton or ROJ Upton, and Amir Jackson. Alright, it's time to head back to the field to start the second half this week. Everyone is on clock, and please start the race. Here we go. And here comes the Chao, busting down the line. We've seen plenty of action in the first half, and we're hoping that the second half will do more of the same. Right now, the 4 Chao are shaking the fruit, make the fruits fall down, and it looks like someone showing dancing. It looks like Steve Wigman will have command of the lead, with Willingson right on his tail, as the first superstar gets speed bus is number 8, trying to get the speed bus in time, and we did. So now he is in 5th place. Right now, numbers 1 and 7 are both getting left behind, and number 2 is going west, so he is going to join numbers 1 and 7 for dear life. As speed bus number 2 will be made by number 2. He's trying to hold on number 7 for survival over last place. Right now, it is Steve Wigman who should have the lead, and Amir Jackson should safely be in an easy 2nd place over the 4 Chao. As the next speed bus will be made by number 1, who's trying to catch up to the crowd, and it looks like OG up is going west, so he's expected to drop down to last place. Yep, he's in last place. So so that means he's going to need a couple of speed buses to get back in this one, and he will get some help, and that should move up a couple of places back up. So now he should be in 5th place. Meanwhile, Steve Wingman continues to dominate over the 4 Chao. He wants to fulfill his Cinderella season, but we'll find out soon enough. Next speed bus belongs to lucky number 7, who's currently trying to fend over 3rd place over RJ Upton. And Amir Jackson's going west. That will leave Steve Wingman with an easy landslide. And number 8 gets the next speed bus. He went down, but he got up. And now he is climbing up the wall. Number 2 is getting left behind in the pack. And who got the next speed bus is Amir Jackson. But I think he's going to remain in 2nd place over the 4 Chao. Steve Wingman should have easy lead. Amir Jackson just let it go of Steve Wingman, of course. As number 7 takes number 10, Steve Wingman bounces back from last week's loss to win this week's race. Great job. That makes win number 16 of his 19 races so far. As number 2, who really needs some help, expected to close this one out with speed bus. Amir Jackson came in 2nd, and it looks like RJ Upton's going to wind up in 3rd, and Willingson will come in 4th. So after our tough loss last week, Steve Wingman made a comeback. His Cinderella season is still alive. That's right, and we'll assign action for you with the Steel Curtain Era Mirror. That's coming up right after the break. Alright, time for the next race, Paul. That's right, and it will feature the Steel Curtain Era Mirror, Jason Farrells, Carl Tanner, and Derek DePlay. This is so exciting. I wonder what those Chao are going to get for Christmas. I know all of them should be nice this year. Well, anyway, back to tonight. Let's have a Chao race! Alright, and it looks like Jason Powell's and Derek the Player are going to rest. That will give Aaron Miller and Carl Tanner the opening edge. We'll find out which one of them will really have the opening edge after they shake the tree. Here comes Aaron and Carl. It looks like Carl is dancing, and Aaron Miller is gone. So he should have the upper hand on the 4th Chao. Along with number 1. And it looks like Aaron Miller and number 1 are both heading for the water, as the first superstar against Beatles is Jason Farrows. He is also heading for the water, along with Carl Tanner and Derek the Play. And it looks like Aaron Miller should have a commanding lead, as Carl Tanner takes the next speed bus. Curtis is in 2nd place behind the Steel Curtain himself. By now, numbers 2 and 8 are both getting left behind on the pack. One of them is going to get a speed bus, and I mean now. And it looks like number 2 is pausing for a moment as he gets the next speed bus. But I think he's going to retain last place. Meanwhile, back up in front, the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller trying to defend over the lead over Carl Tanner and Derek the Play in a freeway bound for the lead. As the next speed bus will be made by number 1, and down goes Jason Farrows. That means number 1 will move up a place. Right now, number 8 is singing the last place blues, ladies and gentlemen, as he gets the next speed bus. And look at that, he passes number 2 in a hurry. And back up in front, it looks like Derek the Play has got the lead from Aaron Miller and Carl Tanner. Which one of them will have command, we'll find out soon enough. Next speed bus belongs to number 2, as he tries to defend number 8 for dear life. And it looks like Jason Farrows, Carl Tanner, and Aaron Miller are going to rest. And Derek the Play taunts one more, but he should still have the lead at the moment, as Aaron Miller takes the next speed bus. Let's see where the Chao will land at the home stretch. It looks like Derek the Play is going to hold on for the lead, as number 2 takes the next speed bus and trying to stay alive, and number 8 is getting all in the last place. You can tell me at 1 point for Derek the Play. What a deal. Derek the Play got the win this time, as Jason Farrows takes the last speed bus on the race, right up in 4th place. So Derek the Play made this race look nice and easy at the very end. That's right, Paul, and we'll be right back with Tommy Days after the break. Okay, Richmond is showing up in the month of November, as the next race will have what, Paul? Race number 9 will feature Tommy Days, one half of our defending tag team champion, the Days Brothers, along with F1 Kingsley, the Crime Buster, Rusty Williamson, and Frank Fernandaro. Good luck to these 4 players, and let's rock this place! Alright, here we go. Here comes the Chao, busting down the line. And it looks like Frank Fernandaro is going right, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Right now, let's watch Tommy Days, F1 Kingsley, and Rusty Williamson. These 3 have the opening edge in the current moment, but who really will have the upper hand? F1 and Rusty are both dancing, so Tommy Days will have a command and a lead. He should have an easy lead over the 4th Chao, as the Hollow String Master F1 Kingsley wins the opening toss, and he is heading for the water. Guess who's also heading for the water? And guess who's taking a shortcut? It's Rusty Williamson! That's who. As the next speed bus will be made by Frank Fernandaro, now battling with F1 Kingsley for a second, because Rusty Williamson has a commanding lead thanks to his shortcut. Number 2, meanwhile, is getting left behind the pack, as the next speed bus will be made by number 1, who leads over the 4th Super Chao. Number 7 and 8 are battling for 6th place. Number 2 is getting left behind. I don't think he'll get any speed bus now and then. Number 7 with the next command speed bus, still trying to battle number 8 for 6th place. Poor number 2 is seeing the last place blues, ladies and gentlemen. Will we get a speed bus? I don't think so. Who got the next speed bus? It's gonna be Tommy Days, who represent one half of our defending tag team champion, the Days Brothers. Rusty Williamson has reached the top, and Frank Von Antal and F1 Kingston are climbing as Tommy Days joins along. And as we pass the 150 mark, the next speed will be made by number 8, who holds on number 7 for 5th place. Number 1 is way behind. But guess who really is way behind? It's number 2. But the next speed will be made by F1 Kingsley. He should have an easy second place because he is flying like crazy. But our big winner is Rusty Williamson. That makes 4 wins in a row. Yep, 4 wins in a row for Rusty Williamson. He's on a hot streak as number 1 takes the last speed bus on the race, and that's going to do it. Rusty Williamson cannot believe he's been on fire. 4 wins in a row for the past 4 weeks. Wow, that was an amazing effort, Brandon. That's right. Congratulations to Rusty on another fine win. Coming up, we have Vince Dayson taking on Dave Miller. But first, let's have a word from this sponsor. Okay, we're at race number 10, Paul. That's right, and for race number 10, we have Vince Dayson, Dave Miller of the Miller Trainers, who were runner-ups last year, along with Stephen Robinson and Casey Raymondson of the Scholarship Buddies. So let's see what happens here. Good luck to the 4 of you. Everyone is on clock, and please start the race. Here we go. And there goes Stephen Robinson busting down the line. He wants to lead the competition in the dust. We'll find out soon enough. The other 3 are going neck to neck, battling for survival. And it looks like Stephen Robinson is dancing, so that should give at least 1 Chao some catching up to do. And there goes Stephen Robinson as some Chao going west, someone's going west. Looks like Casey Raymondson is going west. So he's going to drop down a couple more places over the pack as the first superstar gets beat. This is number 8, who went to west, and now he has a lot of catching up to do after his snap. Right now it is Vince Dayson who's trying to fight over land, trying to fend over number 1, 7, and 8 at the current moment as he heads towards the bridges, and he will get the next command on the speed bus. So now he is in 4th place. Right now, Stephen Robinson has some company. Dave Miller is right on his tail. Will Stephen Robinson hold on for the victory? We'll find soon enough. Back to Vince Dayson. He's trying to stay in the hunt to get back in the World Championship for a 3rd straight year. Right now, number 7 is getting left behind in the pack. Who got the next speed bus? It's number 2. That's who. As he leads the other 3 still with Chao in the dust. Right now, number 7 taunt, so he's going to have a lot of help. He's going to have a lot of catching up to do after his taunt. He's still in the last place right now. And who will get the next command on the speed bus? It's going to be number 8. So he will be number 7 in the dust. Right now we're pushing 130 and Stephen Robinson's going west. But he still has a commanding lead over Dave Miller so far. As number 7 finally gets some help. But he's going to remain in last place on the back. Right now, Vince Dayson is trying to catch up to the pack. He's currently sits in 4th place over the 4 Chao. And he will get another speed bus. That's the 1st speed bus for Vince Dayson this race. But I think Stephen Robinson is going to hold off Frank Von Antal for a win, don't you think? As Vince Dayson gets back to back speed bus once again, it looks like Stephen Robinson is going to hold off Frank Von Antal and Dave Miller to secure an easy victory. What a deal by Stephen Robinson. That's right, Paul. And we're nearing our main event. But first, we have Howard Miller coming up in our race number 11. So don't touch that dial. The fun is just heating up. Alright, Paul. Well, only a couple of races left this week. So who do we have next? So race number 11 will feature Howard Miller of the Miller Traders, Luke Green of Devil Mayhem, Gary Coles, and the intelligent Raymond Hill. And don't forget to stay tuned to our main event, where Rover Craigson looks for his third and final superstar of the week. That should be very interesting. But right now, let's see what happens in this race. Good luck to these 4 players on the quest for victory, and let's rock this place! Alright, here they come, busting down the line. Who's gonna win race number 11 this week? We'll find out soon enough. Right out of 4 Chao are approaching the first obstacle, that's the palm trees. and then they're gonna bring down the food. They're gonna eat it, and they're gonna have a dance or keep on going. So let's see what happens here. And it looks like Gary Coles is going to rest now. Get number 2 coming in the lead, but Gary Coles should still have the best position of the 4 Chao. Yep, he's going to wind up in second place. Where are these 4 Chao heading for? Looks like Gary Coles taking the bridges, and it looks like Raymond Hill and Luke Green are heading for the water as Gary Coles takes the winning toss for his face. And look at that, he takes away number 2 for 5th place. Right now, number 7 is getting left behind as he takes the water. And who got speed bus number 2 is number 8, trying to defend last place over number 2. Right now, it is Raymond Hill trying to defend over Gary Coles. And Luke Green has somehow took a shortcut. Luke Green has took a shortcut, folks. I think he is going to get a win thanks to his incredible shortcut. Well, his fans will surely be happy if he holds on for the win. Anyway, Howard Miller gets the next speed bus, representing one half of the runner-up Miller Traders, last year's runner-up. Right now, number 2 is getting left behind, along with number 7 and number 8. Who got the next speed bus? It's number 1, Natsu. He says sayonara to Yasuo Chao and Howard Miller, coincidence in 4th place. Right now, it is Gary Coles, who has an easy 2nd place over Raymond Hill. Luke Green is safely in the lead, as the next speed bus will be made by number 7, and he moves up a couple places. So now number 2 is going to be in dead meat here. I don't think number 2 will get any speed bus every now and then. And who will get the next speed bus is Raymond Hill. He can forget about going west, and now he's catching up to Gary Coles for 2nd place. But I think Luke Green is going to hold on for an easy victory. Yeah, he should make his fans happy this week. As number 7 takes the next speed bus, trying to stay alive, Luke Green can tally out 1 win on his scorecard. Great job by Luke Green. So Luke Green is still in hunt for the 2016 playoff berth. Great job. And who got the last speed bus? It looks like Howard Miller's going to close this one out with the last speed bus. He's going to wind in 4th place. Number 8 is can sing the last place blues, ladies and gentlemen. And Luke Green can celebrate today. That's right, and we'll be right back with our main event with Rover Craigson, our defending champion. Do not go away. Alright, Paul, are you ready for Week 19's main event? I'm sure, and the fans are ready as well. Tonight's main event will feature Rover Craigson, Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters, Bill Fortin, the Jar Jar Slime Master, and Kyle Richman. And we'd like to thank tonight's sponsor, eBay. They give away a $100 eBay gift card to one lucky audience member. So we'd like to congratulate that audience member from eBay and all of us here on Chao Racing 2015. So let us proceed to Week 19's main event here in Richmond, Virginia. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, there goes Rover Craigson busting down the line. He's looking for his 3rd and final Superstar of the Week honors. We'll find out if he will pay off or not. Right now, there he goes, busting down the line. He's leaving the competition in the dust, and he's pretty sure happy. Right now, the other 3 Superstars are trying to stay alive. It looks like Chris Schneider is in 2nd place, followed by Kyle Richman and Bill Fortin. And it looks like Chris Schneider and Kyle Richman are flying down the water, as number 2 wins the winning toss for this week's main event here in Richmond, Virginia. And right now, number 8 is taking the water. Number 1's getting left behind as he takes the bridges. And who will get speed bus number 2 of Week 19's main event as the 1 transformer win? It's number 8, Natsu. Coincidence in 4th place. Right now, Rover Craigson trying to defend the lead over Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters. As number 7 will have the next command speed bus, coincidence in 6th place. Numbers 1 and 2 are both getting left behind, but number 1 is the real deal who is way, way behind. But I don't think he'll get any speed bus every now and then. As we pass the 1 minute mark, the next speed bus will be made by number 8. That's the 2nd speed bus of the race. And now trying to defend over Bill Fortin for 4th place. Right now, Chris Schneider might need a miracle to win the week main event, as number 2 will have the next command speed bus, and he will leave number 1 in dead meat here. Corn number 1 is getting left behind. I don't think he'll get any speed boost now and then. Number 8 with another turn. That's the spell speed boost of the race. Still trying to defend 4th place over Bill Fortune at number 7. And who will get the next one? It's going to be in just a few moments as number 8 is going to rest. Who got the next speed boost? It's Bill Fortune, who's also going to rest, on with number 7. And Bill Fortune has command of 4th place. But our big winner is Rover Craigson. He wins the main event for the 3rd and final week. So we will have 4 new participants in 2 weeks from now. And number 1 is going to rest as the next speed boost will be made by Bill Fortune, who passes number 8 for 4th place. Looks like number 1 and number 2 won't have enough distance to stay alive in the game, folks. Point number 1. As Bill Fortune closes out week 19 with back-to-back speed busts. So Rover Craigson done it again. That's right, Superstar Week for the 3rd and final week. And we are back to wrap it all up after the break. So, we'd like to congratulate Rover for the past 3 weeks he has made. That means we'll have 4 new superstars for the next Superstar of the Week in 2 weeks. Next week, we'll have our November Tag Team action, in which the 24 tag teams still fighting for a spot, for one of the 4 spots in the tag team playoffs. But right now, this is Brandon Jennings signing off from Richmond, Virginia. Thanks for coming, everybody, and keep on smiling. So long, everybody! This is Paul Sycamore signing off. Join us again for a tag team action next week on Chao Racing 2015.